Yes, hello everyone. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back to Newcastle Fans TV. So we all know that the nation is mourning the Queen's passing. We thought, let's try and do something a little bit positive tonight, and let's have a bit of fun, bit of quiz, nice, easy hour of light entertainment, shall we say, whilst you can laugh at these two's knowledge.
You know, Bake Off's on Channel 4 because that's exactly what you've just described there.
Have I? I don't even know.
Yeah, Bake Off starts tonight. You have landed me right in it.
Well, people might be watching this on the rerun. If you are watching the rerun, play along as well. Obviously, we've got Sam. How are you, Sam, first of all?
Good. What does your company say? It's only live once?
It is. It's only live once, yes. Less of that, the better. Peter, fellow YouTuber, how are you, pal?
Very well, thanks. And you?
So it is literally because we've had a couple of dropouts. It is Sam versus Peter. We've done this before, haven't we?
Yes, first lockdown it was, wasn't it?
It was. It was very. It went to tie. Did it go to tiebreaker?
Yeah. From what I remember, it did, didn't it?
It was the closest anyone's got to beating me. Even Rob Spearall never took me to a tiebreak, and the last time we did it, you lads were just shite.
To be fair, I don't think I was that far. I'm normally host, but I don't think I was that far out against you last time.
It was a comfortable victory.
Evening, Ollie. How are you? L statement. Evening. Dale, I hope you were doing well as well. That's my cousin who's in the comments as well. And Connor as well, even lads. Sam to win this. Ooh, Peter. Come on, Peter. Fight and talk. Connor's not
well, you never know, revenge. It could happen like last time. But we'll wait and see.
Shall we get going?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Question 1. Do please play along in the comments. I'll be giving the lads time to think. And I'll be coming to your comments as well. Question 1. Who was Sir Bobby Robson's last signing? Not the first one, because that was Kevin Gallagher.
Oh.
But who was Sir Bobby Robson's last signing? So, if you remember, Sir Bobby Robson was sacked in late August, I think it was, in 2004. I think it is off the top of my head. I think Sam's feeling confident. Sam might have that as well. But who was Sir Bobby Robson's last signing? And I won't give too much away, but it was that month as well. So hopefully that influences some of yous in the live chat as well.
I don't think it was. I can't remember. So I've had to guess this one.
Okay, then. Well, we'll go with the guess then first, Peter. What have you gone for?
If you can see it. Oh.
James Milner's not a bad shout.
That's not a bad shout.
And we'll come over to Sam.
Friend of the show, I think. Well, I'm going to look silly. He's been on the Greenwood and Mulliner show. Is it Stevie Carr?
Stephen Carr is the correct
one
answer.
Oh,
2 million from Spurs.
Because I remember watching the DVD of the 2004-5 season, and the fact is they got both announced together. So
So officially he was after. He was officially after on the 10th of August. Stephen Carr, just for 2 million. Would you say that's a bargain, Sam? Or was that about right for him?
He was Mr. Consistent, wasn't he? He was great. He was great crack when me and Johnny interviewed him. I think that fact was brought up when we spoke to him. That's certainly how I remembered the answer anyway. So unless I've completely made that up in my head and got away with murder there. But yeah, no, good guy. And yeah, he was solid right back, wasn't he?
He was, yeah. He had him on the channel, as you say. So, right then. So, Stephen Carr was the answer. Well done. I think only 1 or 2 years got that right. A lot of you struggled on that one. Don't worry, there is some easy ones in this. And there is some hard ones and some history ones as well. So, I've tried to get Sam out on this as well. But question 2, following on the theme, which player left Newcastle in August 2004, then famously scored an own goal on their debut for the new team and also got sent off? So whilst is I thinking which player left Newcastle in August 2004, then famously scored an own goal on the debut for the new team and also got sent off?
I'll behave, Peter. This is easy.
It was well publicized and it still gets talked about today.
Ooh.
So if you think about Stephen Carr come in the same
Don't
month.
give everyone a clue.
Just trying to think of the time,
Okay.
So which player left Newcastle in August 2004. He scored an own goal and got sent off on his debut. And they must have thought, what the hell have we just signed here? I thought that was a fairly easy one.
I have to agree.
It's coming back to us now, actually.
Oh, how convenient.
It is.
Is that because you've seen the live chat there, Peter?
No, I've not put it in the live chat. I've got it.
What are you going for then?
I've gone for Woodgate.
Yeah. Woodgate, Real Madrid. Did you want to verify that, like countdown, or
could you just keep your own scores as well? Because I'm not keeping your scores. So
okay, I've got 30 out of 30. Join us again next year when we will do this again.
We'll try and get a lot of the other lads involved as well. But yeah, well done, everyone. Saying Jonathan Woodgate was an absolute horror show. But yeah, the answer was Jonathan Woodgate for Real Madrid, and he was fantastic for Newcastle in the short time that he was at Newcastle. Still in my ultimate 11 for the last 30 years. For my dream team, if I had to pick a 1-11, Woodgate would be in it. But injury sadly occurred, and that was just before Bobby Robson had left. Well, I say sacked rather. So the answer was Jonathan Woodgate. Now, you might have thought that was easy, Sam. But in that same game, who were the opposition for Real Madrid?
Ooh.
Got you, haven't I? So, for people who are just joining us, Jonathan Woodgate was sent off and scored an own goal for Real Madrid. Who were Real Madrid playing? So I've gone a little bit naughty. Not so much Newcastle. It's not
in any way, shape, or form Newcastle related, is it?
So in that very game, so you've got a 1 in 19 chance of guessing a La Liga team.
Yeah, basically. You may as well have just put name a random La Liga team. Well, I've got my answer because it's just a total guess. So
it was mine actually as well.
Someone saying Barcelona over on Twitch as well. We'll soon find out. Sam, we'll go to you for this one then.
Guess. Osasuna.
Peter?
I've gone for, this is a guess, Sevilla.
Both are wrong. I'm going to give you another clue. We played them in pre-season.
Oh, Bilbao.
Bilbao.
It was Atletico Club Bilbao, whatever you want to pronounce them these days, for that. Right, okie dokie then. So the next one, which I am struggling to scroll down, which doesn't help one bit. So I will try and do that. Nope, I don't want to scroll down. That's good, isn't it? Right, okay. This is going well, isn't it? I might have to plug my mouse in as we keep talking. But my audio might change. That's the only issue. So, but please tell us about that game, Sam, because I'm going to drop in, come out, because I'm going to have to change audio.
What game?
The pre-season game.
Oh, I was there for the whole weekend, Peter. Did you do the old double?
Yeah, I was there as well.
Yeah, cracking. 2 wins out of 2 as well. That was some fair going. And the Bilbao game was a much more... Well, more of the attacking players were on the pitch. It was a much more fluid performance than the night before, wasn't it? Maxi was having the time of his life.
Yeah, he certainly was. Wilson scores quite early in the game as well. Conceded a bit of a silly goal, but got the win. That was the most important thing to get us ready for the season.
So we are back. The audio's probably changed a little bit because I've changed the audio outputs around. But yeah, the answer was Atletico Bilbao, Athletic Club Bilbao, whatever you want to call them. So next one, question 4. Miguel Merino was signed from which club?
Oh, back to business now. Yes.
Yeah. Miguel Merino was signed from which club? And he didn't stay very long. If you remember, he came in on loan. And then we made it permanent with a clause. But we put a clause in the clause, which basically meant that he could leave at the end of the season for a fee. And now look at him, winning trophies in the Spanish side as well. But I'd expect
he'd look good in our midfield now, wouldn't he?
He would look fantastic, yeah. Both of us are smiling there. We'll go with you, Peter. What you've gone with for this one?
It's got to be Dortmund, isn't it?
Dortmund. Yeah, Sam, what you saying?
Dortmund.
It is Borussia Dortmund. So a little bit of an unknown when you first signed, unless you Steve. I know every single player from the 4th division. But yeah, Borussia Dortmund, I'd expect a lot of you to get that in the comments. Surely, yeah, Ollie's got it right. Dortmund, yeah, Barney, yeah. There's a reason why Brandon doesn't come on these quizzes.
He did one once, didn't he?
I don't know. I don't think so. But anyways, going on to question 5, everybody. Former goalkeeper Jack Anick plays for which club? Plays for which club now?
Oh, who's it again?
The former goalkeeper Jack Anick plays for which club right now?
I can't remember. It's a guess.
Give it a clue. He's not first choice. Put it that way. There's the clue.
I'm shocked.
He's amazing. All them goals he was shipping in left, right, and centre.
Yeah, I have to be honest. I do know this.
Do you?
Well, I think I do.
You press to know that.
Was not.
Whilst this is alive, everybody, you can hit that like button. Please do. As we are live on YouTube and Twitch. And we are sponsored by One Football as well. So make sure you do check the link out for the description below as well. Whilst the lads are thinking they'll have you up, keep you up to date with the fixture coming up, which is going ahead this weekend against Bournemouth. So do check out the One Football app. Sam, we'll come to you for this one. Cardiff City is a good shout. Yeah, what are you going with?
I've gone for I've gone for Bradford City. This was again the total guess because he seems like a forgotten person. Really?
Right, Sam, you've done well to know that one, mind. Done well.
What can I say? I'm a massive Jack Anick fan, and his brother Ben, who used to play for Sunderland, didn't he?
Yeah, they're both go brother. But he went to he was at Rangers for quite a bit, wasn't he? And then did he go to was it Port Vale or somewhere?
Don't my neck of the woods.
Then he came.
Well, he must have been a huge Remy Street fan if he's following in his footsteps going to Port Vale.
Yeah, a lot of you are saying Cardiff. Jordan says Cardiff. Dale says Cardiff.
See.
And then we've got Birmingham, Cardiff. Can't remember which one. Ollie. Yeah. Brandon's just being Brandon. Right, okay, question 6. Who was the first Newcastle player to be bought for over the price of £1 million? So the figure is not 1 million, but who was the first Newcastle player bought over the price of 1 million? And we do have a hint for this one. Kevin Keegan signed it. That's your hint.
Right.
It's not Nicky Papavassiliou.
Yeah, easy for you to say.
Friend of the channel. He's friends with me on Facebook as well, Papavassiliou. What a lad.
He is well, it's strange. So who was the first Newcastle player bought?
Shout out Nicky if you're watching.
1 million. Over 1 million. And the hint is Kevin Keegan signed him. Right. Let's go with you, Peter, for this one.
Again, it's a guess. I've gone for Keith Gillespie.
Keith Gillespie was about 1 million when he was part of the deal with Andy Cole. Sam?
He gets the ball and scores the goal. Andy Cole.
Let's see what people are saying. Clivert.
Pretty sure Clivert was free.
Never mind the 15 million paid for Alan Shearer about 6 or 7 years previous to Clivert joining.
Ferdinand was 6 million, I'm sure.
Ferdinand was. Aspria.
7 million.
Will Fox is a good shout. Will Fox is a really good shout. But the correct answer is Andy Cole.
Oh.
Was bought for 1.75 million from Bristol City, and as they say, the rest is history. Absolute goal machine for Newcastle. The record is still to be, what, 42? Is it 42? It is in all competitions. Most recent times, anyway, for Newcastle. But Andy Cole, all you struggle on that one, the live chat.
That surprises me. I thought that was pretty straightforward.
Reverse question. Who was Newcastle's first transfer sale?
Oh,
over £1 million. This one's a little bit more harder, this one.
I don't know this one.
It's a tough one. Who was Newcastle's first transfer sale over £1 million? So if you think about the transfer fees over the years, they're probably inflated. It's probably 1990 onwards, where they started to gradually just get higher and higher and higher. And then 2000s, you're talking 10 million, 2010, 20 million. And now look at them now. But who was the first Newcastle player to be over £1 million? See what you say in the comments. Well, actually, Peter, we'll come to you on this one.
Again, it's a guess because I'm not sure. I've gone for Paul Kitson.
Paul Kitson, who was £2.5 million, wasn't he?
Oh,
Kitson entered my calculations. I have to be honest. I like that answer. So if it's right, fair play. I've gone for a sort of educated guess as well, and it was mentioned in the comments for the previous question. I've gone for Rule Fox.
It's not either of them. It's not.
oh,
Gavin Peacock to Chelsea.
okay.
It was, I've done my research, I think it was 1.2 million or 1.1. Gavin Peacock, who had a fantastic time in the second tier with us alongside David Kelly, got us up promoted. So Gavin Peacock, that was a toughie. So no one in the chat got that one.
Good question. Well done, Lee.
Well, thank you. I only just came up with it all together today.
That's the first good question you've done all night.
Next one. Which manager signed Olivier Bernard?
Oh, back to penalty kicks.
Is this a trick question? Is it a straightforward question? Which manager signed Olivier Bernard?
Got to be.
Famously for being on NFTV, but also famous.
Shout out Mason's Arms Blythe.
And shout out to also getting kicked in the face off Laurent Robert. I think it was it Charlton away when he took his head off? So Dale saying Peacock, Albert, Gaza. Robson says Brandon. Let's go to Sam for this one.
It's Sir Bobby, isn't it? Has to be.
I don't know, shows.
Same, I've gone the same as well.
What do I have to show you?
Yeah.
You came to me first.
It was Bobby Robson in 2000 from Lyon. It was a free transfer, but he didn't get in the squad straight away. I think it was loaned out to Darlington. Is a left winger, I think it was, because I think he was moved back when he came back to the club to left back. So credit to Bobby Robson for that as well. Surely most of you should have got that. Yeah, I would have thought so. Yeah, look at that. These are all getting it now. Santi, well done. Robson, well done. Trolls, Ulfa, Sir Bobby, who 3 correct deal as well. I'm winning this, Brandon. You can joke on. Souness, it wasn't Souness, it was Bobby.
He's in the comments. Why hasn't he come on and played the game? Brandon.
Yeah, he's in the comments giving it large, and I think he's too scared. He's like when these quizzes come up. Question 9. So I think every Newcastle fan should know this. What was the year Newcastle last won the top flight league? So what year did Newcastle last win the league?
Oh.
You can either put the season or you can put the year.
Lee, you're the eldest out of us 3. Do you remember this season well?
I think I'm only a couple of years older than you, Sam, so behave yourself.
Don't look it.
Yeah, how old are you?
31.
You're catching, bro. So what was the year that Newcastle last won the league? We get taunted about it. We get ridiculed. It always comes up on BT, Sky Sports. 1927. You don't ask me, I figured I wasn't wanted. 1927.
Seen as though you brought it up.
Same as well.
We both said 1927. Yeah, give yourselves a nice little tick there. Okie. So we're staying on the history. For the next one, question 10, which is a third of the way through. Newcastle defeated which side in the 1955 FA Cup final? That was our last domestic win.
Could I get a bonus point for the scoreline, please?
Once you tell us, you can tell us the score was as well. So Newcastle defeated which side in the 1955 FA Cup final?
I can tell you who the opposition goalkeeper was as well, if you like.
He's very famous, isn't he?
Very.
How does Sam go to you on this one?
It was Man City. We won 3-1, and their goalkeeper was a chap called Bert Trautmann, who was a prisoner of war in Germany during the... and he played with a broken freaking neck as well, didn't he?
Yeah, there's a movie about him as well. Good movie, actually.
Yeah, Man City as well.
Man City was Manchester City. Who were not the club that they were back then, but obviously the global powerhouse now, because that's what money does to you. And hopefully we can be there one day. Hopefully,
I was going to say Potcal. let's not use that judgment anymore.
Yeah. So Mike, nice to see you, Mike, as well. He was chatting to Mike outside of Wolves.
Good dude.
He is a good bloke. City. Yeah. Ollie, well done. Yeah. Man City. Yeah. More Jackie, best header. I think there was 3 different scorers that day, actually. But anyways, we'll go back into the live quiz once again for question 11. What position is Shay Given ranked in order of number of appearances for the Toon Army? So what I mean by that is, where is he on the list? Is he number 1? Is he 8th? Is he 4th? Is he 10th? Where is he in the all-time list ranked in number of appearances?
Should be first if you'd have had one more season.
Yeah, if he'd never fall out of ambition.
If you've done a stadium tour around St James's Park, you will know the answer.
Well, I didn't want to put Jimmy Lawrence there because that's too obvious, is the question. How, Peter, you've got a grin on your face.
I think it definitely was 3rd.
3rd in the list. Sam, what have you gone for?
Yeah, he's 3rd.
He is 3rd. Can you name the 2 above him? I'll give you one of them.
Yeah, Jimmy Lawrence.
Bill McCracken, I think the other one is. I might be wrong on that.
Was
yeah, I think it might be Bill McCracken. I might be wrong on that. Question 11 was 3rd with 463 appearances. I might have his name wrong. So what you guys saying in the comments? Yeah, a lot of you are saying 3rd. Yeah, Dale, Steve, well done. Ollie, well done.
It's on the kind of board, isn't it? What I was saying before, if you'd been on the tour, you'll know. It's on a board and you see it as you go around the stadium. It's near like the press room and the tunnel and around that part of the ground.
It is. It's also on the club's website, which you can get that. That's where I got the answer from that one.
Well,
right.
my nugget was far more interesting than basically Googling it.
Well, this one, I think, hopefully you should both get this one. Who was the youngest player to pull on a black and white shirt? Who was the youngest player to play for Newcastle, basically? And we're talking first team and competitive games as well. And there is a hint with this one. This was in 1990.
Oof.
So that should narrow down your search. So who was the youngest player to pull on a black and white shirt? The hint is this was in 1990. Nobody in the chat is popping up just as of yet. Oh, yeah, we might have some people now. Go on, Peter, then. I'll let you go first.
I'm still thinking of my answer.
Well,
come on, Peter.
Have you written?
Again, it's a random. It's a guess. I've gone for Gaza.
In 1990?
Gaza was already played for Spurs in 1990.
Well,
Steve Watson.
Ooh.
Yeah, it is Steve Watson. I'm just getting the banner up there. It is Steve Watson, who was famous for doing that somersault throwing. I don't know if it was the same season or the season after, where he's on the touchline and does a somersault and he's throwing. Seen him down York for the pre-season friendly. Nice chap. Question 13. Right. Who has scored the most FA Cup goals for Newcastle? Is it Jackie Milburn? Is it Alan Shearer? Or is it Bobby Mitchell? So we've got an option of 3 here. Who has scored the most FA Cup goals for Newcastle? Is it Milburn? Is it Shearer? Or is it Mitchell? Jackie Milburn, FA Cup years, Alan Shearer scores goals for fun, and Bobby Mitchell played in all of those FA Cup ties in the 50s. Which one is it? Alan Shearer, Bobby Mitchell, or Jackie Milburn? Lots of lads are thinking. Newcastle were very successful in the 50s, winning it 3 times in the space of 5 years. Do you have answers?
I've gone for Milburn.
Jackie Milburn, Peter's going for. Sam, what are you going with? Is Sam with us?
Oh, I think he's gone.
That's a long thought process there. Shall we all just copy him? I'm thinking what the answer is. Sam has decided to freeze on us as well. We'll wait for Sam to come back. I'll tell him, I'll WhatsApp him and come back as well. But if anybody can take a screenshot of Sam like that right now, that'd be wonderful because we can take the mickey out of him in the WhatsApp as well. Oh, he'll be coming back.
Oh, yeah.
Right, he's coming back in. Who has scored the most FA Cup goals for Newcastle? Is it Jackie Milburn, Alan Shearer, or is it Bobby Mitchell? So we'll wait for Sam to come back as well as that. We'll literally just pause whilst they're there. Peter, I just want to talk about the game. Are you excited about football being back this weekend?
I am, definitely. Yes, it'd be great to get back on Saturday. And yeah, I can't wait for it.
Yeah, it's because the weekend. What do you make of the weekend? Do you reckon the game should or shouldn't have gone ahead?
It's a hard one, isn't it? I can understand why they put the games off. But the question was why was other sport allowed to continue?
That's what I said in the video. Like the whole thing was just like, if you're going to pause, you've got to pause everything. You've got to be united.
Yep.
Say, like, the whole sport and world has to pause. You kind of
I said I did mine, but they should have done with all the other sporting events as well.
Yeah, I totally agree. You've got like cricket playing, you've got the rugby playing, you've got the golf playing, but
yep.
And what do you make of the fans, the articles? If it is the Liverpool fans and the Celtic fans, that was the worry.
I mean,
it's unfair, isn't it? It's unfair.
Oh, it is.
That set of fan base, because you're talking about politics mixing in with football, and because obviously you've got the Catholic and Protestant up in the Glasgow, and obviously that's linked heavily to the Irish as well. And then you've got Liverpool. A lot of them don't like the South and don't like Tories and don't like the Royals and stuff as well. Sam has given us an answer. He thinks it's Milburn, so he's going to come back in with that as well. What did you say? Sorry, Peter.
I said Milburn as well.
The correct answer is Jackie Milburn with 23 FA Cup goals. Alan Shearer is second, I believe, and Bobby Mitchell, who scored a lot of goals on the wing, a fantastic player out wide. So the correct answer is Jackie Milburn with 23. We'll just have a look at what you guys have said in the comments as well. Prince William is the head of the FA. I think is the not the ambassador. You're all right. I think there's a different name for it, but I think you're all right, Spacebar. I think Steve Watson did the somersault with his throw-in on his debut. Yeah, because the dipper says, Mike, you better smash somebody soon. Hopefully it's Bournemouth, because they haven't started off very well. I suppose he's changed his answer very quickly. Very intense shot of Sam there as well. Body Rubble's laughing at Sam freezing as well. Jackie says, Mike, yeah, expect you to get that. Dale, you got that wrong. It's not Mitchell. To kind of phrase, Mitchell incorrect. But yeah, a lot of you have got Jackie, so well done on that as well. Right, okie dokie. Ulfar's gone on to say, I do like the Queen, but my ancestry is 5.1% Celtic, so I'm neutral about the political question. Yeah, it is a tough one. King Charles was... Right, I'm not reading that out because I nearly got caught with that one as well. It's one of those... Do you get that on your live stream, Peter? They come up with names or chatting. It's like it's not what it's meant to say. It's like abbreviated down.
Oh,
I think EFTV get that all the time.
Oh, the funny names.
Yes, and it's
like because I fell for it once before.
It's a sex position, or it's a
yeah, and I did fell for it once before. But Sinclair, he falls for it every time.
I think
you just like to him. John, do you not read it carefully before saying it out loud?
I think EFTV do as well.
Yeah, they've seen that. But John he just reads it as if it's
like it's live. You just think,
yes, that it's real thing.
Mama on the stream. Right. Okay. So, Sam, you were right. It was Jackie Milburn. So keep yourself a little point.
Okay. So, I mean, Peter, like, there's no need to resort to dirty, underhand tactics of cutting off my broadband. Honestly.
Right. And question number 14. Bobby Mitchell was what nationality? So Bobby Mitchell was what nationality? Famous winger. What was his nationality? Was he Irish? Was he Scottish? Was he English? Was he Welsh? Was he Australian? Was he American? I'm trying to give you some hints, people at home. Bobby Mitchell was what nationality? Let's go, Peter.
I've gone for Scottish.
Scotland. Yeah, everyone's
Scotland.
Sam, I hope you put Scottish, otherwise it look rather silly.
Couldn't you Scotland if you won you? Whoa! Yeah, I put Scotland.
Scotland, yeah, Scotland.
Yeah, I was in Scotland not long ago.
It's only up the road from you.
Lovely Scotland. I was up there just a couple of months ago. Lovely. Right.
Well, a little when I was last there.
It's a lovely part of the world. Absolutely.
Oh, yes.
Right. Okay, then. Question 15. In the 1998 FA Cup final versus Arsenal, Alan Shearer hit the woodwork, but so did another Toon player.
Oh, who was it again? Yeah, I remember Shearer hit the woodwork.
Shearer's the famous one where he's in on goal, gets around Martin Keown, left foot, hits the post. Someone hit the crossbar later on that game for Newcastle. Who was that player? God, it's not really seen in the highlights as much. So, question 15, which is the halfway mark. In the 1998 FA Cup final versus Arsenal, Alan Shearer hit the woodwork, but so did another Toon player. Who was it?
This is just a guess.
Following year, I think we actually played better against Man United. Personally, I think we did.
No.
Do you know what I think we did?
No. They absolute Man United battered us. Arsenal. If that Shearer chance that hit the post had gone in, that might have given us a glimmer of hope because that was at 1-0 at the time. But that Arsenal team was class, and that Man United team was class as well. We were convincingly beaten.
Yeah, Ketubaya hit the post, didn't he? That game. I'm sure it was Ketubaya, wasn't it?
Is that, have you just given the answer away?
No, the following year.
Oh, sorry.
Right, let's go. Like Peter, we'll go with you first again.
This is just a guess for me. I've actually gone for Solano.
Maybe Solano and Sam.
I've gone for Aaron Hughes. I don't know. I don't know.
Both of them are good guesses. These are both incorrect, though.
Okay.
If anyone in the chat's getting Mike Rob Lee, Solano, Nobby, Solano.
Oh, I went to Solano. Wow.
Solano wasn't signed by that stage. He was signed. Kenny Dalglish signed him. So Nobby wasn't even at the club. So
he was.
Well, that year, the first one.
Yeah, Kenny was there. That was the year Kenny was our manager in the final.
Oh, was it? Sorry, yeah. But it wasn't.
Was I?
Ah, right. Okay, it wasn't Nobby. The answer was Nikos Dabizas. It was header hit the top of the crossbar, and it doesn't even get shown on the highlights nowadays. So it was Nikos Dabizas. Tough one, that one. The next one, just for Sam personally. Sam, which player didn't play in the final because he got injured?
Oh, you absolute D.
Any guesses on that one?
Have you got the clip?
No, I don't have the clip, unfortunately.
Thank God for that. Keith Gillespie.
Yeah, that's one for people who watch NFTV on a regular basis. Sam got that horribly wrong. Inside joke. Okie dokie. Question 16. Easy one. Alan Shearer broke Jackie Milburn's goal-scoring record against Portsmouth. Who got the assist for that very, very famous goal? And the roar that day was just mental. That day, the noise that come from the Gallagher. So there's a clue. At the Gallagher end, so Alan Shearer broke Jackie Milburn's goal-scoring record against Portsmouth. Who grabbed the all-important assist? It was a good assist.
Yep, got it.
Peter's confident. Sam, will come to you on this one.
Shola.
Do you want to show us?
Oh, why I've said it and you've come to me first.
Peter?
Yeah, got to be none other than the Mackham Slayer.
It is. It was Shola. Put your left leg in, your left leg out. Back heel against Portsmouth. We won 3-0, I think, that day.
2-0.
And he stayed on the extra season. Oh, was it 2-0? I thought it was 3-0. So, yeah, it was Shola Amiyobi. Yeah, it's all getting this right. Shola, Mike, yeah. Barney, Robert. No deal, it wasn't Robert. Surprised that one.
Robert left in that summer, didn't he?
Robert. Amiyobi with the back heel. Yeah. Duncan Ferguson. Are you having our life? Definitely was a big dunk. Right, okay. Question 17. And it stays on Shola. Shola Amiyobi left Newcastle to play in which country? So I made that a lot more easier. Not the club, I want the country where he went off to play after he left Newcastle. You get the club then, fair enough, you know. Well done, but Shola Amiyobi left Newcastle to play in which country? Didn't stay there very long. Shola Amiyobi left Newcastle to play in which country? Let's go Sam again, actually.
I'm glad you didn't want the club because I can't spell it. But he went to a Turkish team beginning with G. That's as much as you're getting from me.
Yeah, I've gone for Turkey as well.
Yeah, it was Turkey with Gaziantep.
Yeah, that's the one.
They are still in the top division of the Super League in Turkey, so they are still in the Super League as well. We'll just have a look at your comments as well, see if any has got that as well. UAE is not a bad shout because that's kind of a lot of players tend to go off there, don't they, and later on in the career as well. Turkey, Mike. No, it wasn't China deal. America, that's another place where a lot of the MLS older people. Nigeria, Turkey. Brandon says France, is definitely wrong. Right, okay, we'll move on to the next question, which is, if I can find it, scroll down. Question number 18. Rafa Benitez's last away win was the 4-0 hammering of Fulham. But who were the opposition for Rafa's last home win in charge of Newcastle? So that one's a lot more difficult.
So Rafa's last home win.
Yeah.
Last home win, not last home game.
Last home win.
Right.
So there's the clue. It's not the last fixture, it's last home win. So Rafa Benitez's last away win was the 4-0 hammering of Fulham, the Craven Cottage. But who were the opposition for Rafa's last home win when he was in charge?
Yep.
We need the last home win. Yes, very confident on that as well. Let's have a look what he's saying as well. Smash the like, yeah, if you can do, Barney, and everyone else is watching, please do. We thought we'll put this together with a little bit of fun tonight, something less serious. Arsenal, Everton, Brighton we've got here. We've got Everton, we've got Chelsea. There's a lot of guesses going on. Peter, I will come to you on this.
The Saints, Southampton, Perez got a hat-trick.
It was Southampton as well. I think the game after that was Liverpool at home.
Yep.
Where we got beat. So I think we got beat. Was it 3-1? Can't remember. I think it was
3-2.
Oh, 3-2, yeah. So that Perez hat-trick, that is the correct answer. On there, I do have that banner as well for the answer. I should need to scroll back to, there we go. Southampton 3-1 with Jose Perez grabbing a hat-trick that day.
Mm-hmm.
This one, if you don't know this one, you shouldn't support Newcastle. What was the name of the alleged company looking to buy both Newcastle and then more recently Derby?
Dodgy buggers.
Yeah. Were they even real? So what was the name of the... And I'm using I put alleged company because there could still be a company. I'm just putting alleged. Looking to buy both Newcastle and then more recently Derby. We talked about this group quite a lot on NFTV, and I called them out and said it's not real, and it was true. A bit of a joke. A bit of a joke. Peter, you're struggling on this one.
I'm actually.
You're going to kick yourself when you answer.
Yeah.
It's been that many groups. But this one, the reason why I put in there, because I didn't put Derby in, it could be you could have a guess of 10.
Yeah.
So they were almost allegedly close to buying Derby until the last couple of days.
Yeah, when they realised that they actually had to pay for it.
Yes. Well, Peter, non-applicable?
Nah, I'm going to have to pass, sorry.
Oh, you're going to hate. Go on then, Sam.
It was Bin Zayed.
It was the Bin.
Oh, was it?
Remember they were...
I actually didn't know that, actually. I didn't actually.
They were from... It wasn't Saudi, was it? It was a neighbouring country. Was it UAE?
Yeah.
UAE to buy somewhere?
It was one of the neighbouring countries, and they were linked, and I remember just doing videos and saying, yeah, these are real actors. Remember all the press releases were coming through the Chronicle, third party. There was something dodgy about it. Really dodgy about it. But yeah, it was the Bin Zayed group. No, it wasn't them. But I'm pleased they've gone. A lot of mentions of that company.
No, it's definitely not going to be Mike Ashley.
No, because he didn't try and buy Newcastle out, did he? Right, okie dokie. So where are we then? All right, question number 20. We're coming in the last hurdle. Who scored Newcastle's first goal under Steve Bruce?
Right.
That makes it a little bit trickier.
Competitive.
Yes,
or...
not friendlies.
Right.
Yep. I've got it then.
That's a shame, actually.
So, who scored Newcastle's first goal under Steve Bruce? Peter, we'll come to you.
I think pretty sure it was Jojo Shelby when we lost 3-1 to Norwich.
Yeah.
I'm like you saying on that. Yeah, it was Jojo Shelby in a 3-1 loss away at Norwich. Pookie got a hat-trick. I remember being down there that day. Absolute disaster.
Ropey as fuck that was.
Absolute disaster of a day. Stayed over. Had to edit all the videos on my own because the editor who came with me forgot his equipment. As you do. Less said on that, the better. But yeah, Jojo Shelby in a 3-1 loss away at Norwich. Absolute stinker of a performance. I wonder if people are going to say Joe Linton because he did score at Spurs, didn't he? A couple of games later. But yeah, no, he's a surprise to me. Shelby, Miggy, Shelby. Yes, saint-maximin. So most are getting that question right. I thought you might struggle on that one. But here we go. So, who scored under Eddie Howe's first goal, if that makes sense, after being allowed back after having COVID? That's the clue. After coming back from COVID.
So after the 3-3 against Brentford.
It's not that one yet, but after that. So who scored Eddie Howe's first goal after being allowed back after having COVID? Because you remember when Eddie Howe came, he came down to Brighton, he was watching on, and then he had a couple of caretakers in charge, Bryn Jones, and then he come down with COVID, literally for the Brentford game, couldn't take charge of that, and then he scored a goal. I think it was the second one after. I might be wrong on that. I think it was 2 games later. But we'll go for you, Sam. If you sound pretty confident.
Callum Wilson, wasn't it that penalty against Norwich?
Was it, Peter?
Yeah, that's what I've gone for Wilson as well.
It was Callum Wilson. It was that 1-1 draw, that famous 1-1 draw now.
And Kieran Clark sacrificed himself to turn Joe Linton into a prime Patrick Vieira.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it's famous, because that result, strangely, we all thought, we're struggling here. It actually changed his season around and probably Newcastle season
Changed
as well.
his career around.
Yeah. Thanks, Kieran Clark. You've done well at our club. Wilson, yeah. It's definitely not Longstaff.
Yep.
Not Moxie, not ESM. Wilson, yeah. Hendrick, Barney, you having the giggles. Lascelles, Ollie, yeah. Callum Wilson with the penalty against Norwich. Yeah, spot on. Right. Okay then. So if you are watching this and liking it, please hit that like button. Please do. It helps us get found, so please hit that like. Right, okay, so we'll move on to the next question, which was we're in the 20s now, early 20s. So question number 22. Alexander Isak has played in how many countries at club level? So this means how many clubs has he played for in each country? Not Europa League games away to Slovenia on a Thursday night. That's how many places has he played his domestic football? I need just a number. I don't want...
Oh, thank God.
You don't have to name the countries. All I need is a number. So Isak has played in how many countries at club level? He has a clue. Castle's 1. England's
1. Newcastle is not a country.
England's, yeah. I've got the... Yes, keep me right. Is it Newcastle? That's what I meant.
Okay.
Oh, you want to clip that up, put that on Twitter, do aren't you?
Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, so Isak has played in how many countries at club level? And Sam is right. Newcastle is not. But I think he's all know what I meant. So he's all just need a guess. How Peter will go with you?
Again, this is guessed 4.
So Dale saying 4. Barney saying 3. Spacebar saying 3. Geez, I was actually at that game thinking about it now. 5, 4, 3, 4, 4 now. Sam, what you saying? 3.
I'm worried, but I think it's 5. Isak's my guy. It's 5.
5. Can you name them if you think it's 5?
So he started in Sweden. Did he go from Sweden to Dortmund? And I think he had a loan spell at some shitty Dutch team. There you go.
Just one out.
Then Sociedad, then Newcastle. There you go. I can't remember. I couldn't name the Dutch team.
20. He was on loan. No, not 20. I think it was Willem. I think we pronounced it Willem 2.
Right. Okay.
In English, it's just William 2. So
have I ever mentioned that Isak's the real deal?
You have, just a few times. Brilliant at Anfield, wasn't he? Yeah. So the correct answer is 5. For a young lad, he's been around, hasn't he? So
yeah, I was just one away from that as well.
Close. Right. Question 23. Hoslu scored how many goals in total for Newcastle?
Oh.
Wow. And we have a hint. It's under 10.
No shit.
So you've got a guess between 1 and 9. So Hoslu scored how many goals in total for Newcastle? Are you really trying to remember them?
Yeah. Well, how else am I going to fucking do it?
And it's under 10.
It's under 10, exactly. So I've not got many to remember, have I? I'm on 4 already.
Scored one of them. Well, it's the only home game I missed the last 7 years because I was in Miami.
Welcome to Miami.
Killed me not being there.
When did you go to Miami? What month?
You don't know the goal, do you? No, I'm not telling you.
I can name 4 at the moment.
6 is Johnny, 8 is Dale, Brandon says 9. Willem Twaley has just told you 1 away. Hopefully he settles down like. Damn, forgot Sweden 6. So, let's go. Let's go at you for this one.
Guess I've gone 8.
It's a good guess. Sam, what you go with?
I haven't written anything down, so I'm gonna go 8 as well. Is that allowed, or do I just get that wrong?
Get it wrong because he doesn't write it down. You're both wrong anyway.
Oh,
1 out again.
It is 7. It was Liverpool.
Liverpool, Leicester, Swansea.
I can't name them all, but it's definitely 7.
And 3 others.
7, yeah.
Spurs at home.
Yeah, that was a header. He scored a couple of that.
Chelsea at home.
Yes. I was there for that game as well. That was one of the very few goals that have actually made me squeal.
Sure he scored in the 4-2 away to Blackburn.
Yeah, I think he did.
Did he?
He's got 7. But he's starting off this season again fantastic. Got 3 and 5 in La Liga. It's like, what's happened to him?
Fair
It's like
play.
a player reborn.
Fair play.
Brandon, you should be getting this because it was played in your country. This next question. In the famous 3-2 Champions League win over Feyenoord, name the goal scorers that night for the Magpies.
Oh, yes, please.
So, in the famous 3-2 win against Feyenoord, name the 2 goal scorers that night for the Toon Army.
I've already ticked it because I know I'm right.
Yeah.
That's how confident I am. I've already ticked it.
Go on,
We don't need to waste time on this one, do we? Bellamy got 2, Viana got the other.
That's what I've got as well.
Where was that night? Watching on ITV2, like I was.
Yeah.
In my bedroom, screaming the house down.
Yeah.
It was Craig Bellamy scored the opening, and Hugo Viana with a cross on the right, great chest down, volley bottom corner. Bellamy, which I think the goalkeeper should have done a lot better.
Bellamy, it's in.
Yeah, John.
Yes.
Yeah, I was in my living room with my mum in our council flat in Newport, Shropshire, watching that game.
Right, next one. Question 25. Bit more tough on this one. Who was the first foreign player to become top goal scorer during a season and represented Newcastle? So who was the first foreign player to become top scorer in the top flight league? And it was the first foreigner to do it, and he played for Newcastle.
God.
He was the first foreign player to become top scorer, and he presented Newcastle.
How do you spell Doumbia?
So when I say foreign, that means non-British or Irish. Just for clarity.
Is this? Oh no, I can't ask for clues, can I? I love how we get a hint about like, oh, Kevin Keegan signed him.
This one doesn't have a hint, unfortunately.
Nah, I have no idea.
You're passing.
Yeah, I'm going to have to pass on that one. It was probably before my time, I'm guessing.
I'm going to have an educated guess.
It wasn't Steve Gavard.
I've gone for Mirandinha.
Mirandinha. See what his comments are saying. Ozzy Diaz didn't play up the top. He didn't even play for us. He's the manager. Thomason, Perez, Robledo.
Oh, it's Robledo, isn't it?
You sure about that?
It's Robledo. Yeah.
Yes, it is George Robledo. He's also
shit and piss.
He's also the first foreigner to play for Newcastle. True fact, I read about it today. His brother Ted, he passed away. I think it was 20 years before George did. Fell off into the sea, and his body's never been found. Ted Robledo's body's never been found.
Right.
I know. That's just random facts. Right, okie dokie. This one it causes debate amongst Newcastle fans, so I'll accept both answers. Sir Bobby Robson was born in which Durham village? Clue is born in which Durham village? I will accept 2 answers for this one.
Is one of them Durham?
Durham's not a village.
Hey,
1-1.
Well done, Captain Big Dick. Can I just give Adam Phillips a quick ring? Just, it's not about this. Don't worry about it.
What we've got going on here then? God save the Ted. What are you saying, Peter? Shall we come to you?
Yes, I think this is just the obvious. Langley Park.
Langley Park. Sam?
I was pretending to ring Adam Phillips, so I haven't actually written down an answer yet.
So we'll put that down as a no then. So what is it saying? Someone said Ashington. We've got Langley Park.
Don't think he's Ashington. Can't be.
We've got Sacriston as well. We've got Easington.
No bad guess.
Might be that one. What
Sacriston.
Ollie said.
Langley Park. Chesterley Street. So I did say it will accept 2 answers. He was actually born in Sacriston, but grew up in Langley Park. So Peter, you still get the point for that.
Yeah.
Because he moved there very, very young.
I knew it was.
So Sacriston, he was born, but grew up.
You're not giving me enough time to have banter and do a poor answer at the same time.
No, unfortunately not. When we said an hour, we're coming up to an hour. We'll get to.
Oh, good. I've got the school run in the morning.
Right, this one's a toughie. Well, listen. Neymar has played 2 competitive games at St James's Park and scored in one of them. Who was it for and what competition?
Oh.
I did have to expand on this question because I thought I need to give a little bit more for the question, otherwise they'll never get this. So Neymar has played 2 competitive games at St James's Park. He scored in one of them. Who was it for and what competition? So if you get one answer right, but not the second part, you don't get the answer. I need both those answers.
Ooh, harsh. Ruling with an iron fist.
Peter, do you want to go first?
Yeah, I think it's got to be surely, hopefully, the Brazil's national side in the 2012 Olympics.
Yeah, it was. It was Brazil and Olympic football at St James's Park was the venue in 2012. His goal was against Honduras because I was at that game, quarter-final one. So there we go. Right. Question 28. We're coming toward the end. Bobby Martins left Newcastle for which side in 2009?
Oh, who was it again? Oh.
Because then he came back, didn't he?
Well, not to Newcastle.
Oh. Not to Newcastle.
I think it is. Ah, yes.
Bobby Martins left Newcastle for which side in 2009?
I think I've got it now, yeah.
Ooh.
Neymar will sign for Newcastle one day. Is that 40? Is that 40 down there?
Yeah.
Brazil Olympics. Yeah, Brazil in Olympics against New Zealand. Yeah, we played against them. Back to the quiz. We'll go with Sam on this one then.
I've put Wolfsburg.
Yeah, I'll let you do.
Wolfsburg as well.
Yeah, Spacebar. It is Wolfsburg. Spacebar's got Wolfsburg. We've got Galatasaray guessing in there. Alkmaar, Wolfsburg, Ruben Kazan. It was Wolfsburg, then he came back and scored that little tap in against Arsenal win there.
He was awful in that game as well. Awful.
Shocking, but goalkeepers make mistakes, and he's team
which other former Newcastle player won a medal that day?
Peter Ramage.
No, I'll take you back to question 1.
Stephen
he was
Carr.
captain. He was captain, Stephen Carr.
I think Ramage. Ramage went to Palace, didn't he?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't know why I was thinking Birmingham. Question 29. What was the fee to the nearest million to bring Alan Smith to Newcastle in 2007?
Christ.
So just a straight point to the nearest million. What was it? A lot of controversy around him when he went from Leeds to Man United, being rivals. Leeds fans didn't take too kindly to that as they were relegated. And then he was moved back into centre midfield.
Had a massive injury and then was totally not the best.
Yeah.
He was all right in the Championship for us, though, wasn't he, in the holding midfield role?
Went to MK Dons, didn't he, after that? Right, Peter, what we're going for?
To guess, I've gone for 4 million.
4 million. Sam, what are you going for?
It's 6 million, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, it's 6 million. 6 million too much, if you ask me, because him and Nicky Butler. That's their prime, shall we say, the two Man United players. And the last question of the day is, except from new signing, Loris Karius, easy for me to say, which is the only current first-team player who is not a feature for Eddie Howe since his appointment. So who in Eddie Howe's squad has not played a single game competitively under Eddie Howe? There's only one. So except from Karius. Do you think Karius will play in the League Cup? No. Do you think it will be Nick Pope?
But he's only signed till start of January, hasn't he? So they don't even think
it can be extended. It can be extended till the end of the season, though.
Ooh. But if Darlow's back from injury, then it doesn't really matter. I wouldn't have even bothered. I'd have been fine with Gillespie on the bench.
But Peter, what you saying?
I've gone for Mark Gillespie because I don't think he's not featured under Eddie Howe. I'm pretty sure he hasn't.
Yeah, sounds Mark Gillespie. Yeah, it's Mark Gillespie. He's the only one in the first team who was not a feature for Eddie Howe yet, and probably unlikely unless he plays against Palace, which I very much doubt. As well as the lads wrap up their scores, if you could smash that like button, that would be absolutely wonderful for us. Please do. We thought we'd put this together just to lighten the spirits a little bit because everyone's a bit doom and gloom with having no football and obviously Her Majesty Royal passing away, the Queen. You can smash that like and also remember to check out the One Football app, which is in the link in the description below, which will keep you up to date with all of the football this weekend. And it's fantastic because it pings as we go live. And I feel the intensity now coming on. Who's the winner here? But Peter, what you got for your score?
19 I've got.
My dog rips up something doing on the floor. What you got, Sam?
I've got 24.
24 out of 30. So
just Sam's winning it. Fair play.
Mr. Mulliner wins that one. Well done, Sam. How do you feel?
Stupendous.
Stupendous. Someone else needs a horse I can challenge. I need to challenge him. I'll challenge.
You've already challenged and failed.
Not by much. I wouldn't say it's by much. Even Matt tried to give us wrong points, if you remember. Give us 10 less.
Ah, yes.
I
the voice of BBC Three.
It is. Our famous Matt. Peter, I enjoyed yourself.
Oh, yeah. It's been fun taking part.
Yeah, thank you very much for coming on. We were meant to have a couple of other people that dropped out last minute, but Sam has defeated Mr. Peter Proudlock. If you want to check Peter's channel out, he did a live stream a couple of days ago, and he'll be no doubt at St. James's Park this weekend cheering on the tunes.
Absolutely.
Peter's content because he's not the only YouTuber out there, so go and have a look and support him, please do. Right, that is it. That's a wrap. So Sam, as ever, wins. No doubt he'll be gloating for the next few days all over Twitter. But yeah, that is it. Smash that like button, everybody. See you later. Bye-bye.